Hey there, Grumpy Old Fart here. Be sure to check me out over on Rumble. There you'll find all of my stuff from YouTube, plus my political and social commentary and weekly current events, which YouTube frowns on. Links to my Rumble channel as well as my other YouTube channels and links to let you order my books are in the description of this video. If you enjoy my content, please like, subscribe, share, and comment. I welcome your comments even if you disagree with me. Now, on with the video. Hey there, Grumpy Old Fart here. I'm doing an advanced Dungeons & Dragons magic items video on a robe of useful items. But before I get into that, I'd like to talk to you a little bit about the books that I've written. I enjoy writing different stuff. I'm a published author. I've got books on Amazon under the author name of H.L. Anderson. The stuff that I write is, I like to think it's different. It's quirky. My wife says it's quirky. It's a little strange, but if you enjoy different stories, the stuff that nobody else is writing, check them out. You might like them. I have a 3-book series called Drifters. It's a science fiction, adventure, fantasy, western series. I don't think it's like anything I've ever heard of. It's completely different. I have a political fantasy called The Righteous President. It's about a president who actually tries to fix things. I have a science fiction adventure called Vanguard 1. It's a study of humanity from an alien perspective. Again, I've seen other science fiction stories, but nothing quite like this. I'm about to have another book published called The House Off Farrago Road. It's soon to be on Amazon. It's a modern day mythological adventure fantasy type thing. It's just a fun story. I hope you enjoy it. Now, on with the video. This is an advanced Dungeons & Dragons magic item video on the Robe of Useful Items, which, in my opinion, is one of the most useful items in the game. It's not exceedingly powerful, but it'll save your life. Or the life of your character, I should say. There are tons of magic items in this game. Some are powerful, some are just weird and useless. Some just fly under the radar. The Robe of Useful Items is the under-the-radar item of all time. I have never had a magic item save my characters' lives more often than a Robe of Useful Items. The description is on page 153 of the Advanced Dungeons & Dragons Dungeon Master's Guide. Be sure to read through it very thoroughly before you put it in your game if you're a Dungeon Master. And if you are fortunate enough to get one, read up on it because, oh my god, it's so useful. As I said, I've never had a magic item save my player character's life more often than a Robe of Useful Items. If you're destitute, you grab a bag of bags of 100 gold pieces. They're on there. If you're stuck in the end of a hall with enemies approaching, well, keep them out. Put an iron door there with a bar. That's on there too. If you fall overboard or your ship is sinking, grab a rowboat off that thing. Yeah. If you're stuck in a hole, there's a 24-foot ladder. If there's too much treasure or supplies to carry, or you need a ride, there's a mule with saddlebags. If you're taking too much damage, there's potions of extra healing. If it's too dark, grab a lantern. You need to trigger a trap, there's a 10-foot pole. You need to check something, poke something to see what it is, there's a 10-foot pole on there. You need to climb down a 30-foot cliff, there's a 50-foot length of rope there. Need to carry stuff, there's large sacks. The pesky guide leading you into a trap, grab a dagger. You need to see around a corner, there's mirrors. You need to get through a wall, put a window there. You need guards so that you can get some sleep, there's war dogs. You need more spells, grab a spell scroll off of there. You need some quick cash, you need to buy something and it's a little more expensive than you would like. There's bags of gems, 10 gems. Enemies tracking you need to discourage them. A 10-foot cubed pit works well. The usefulness of this robe is beyond measure. Never was there an item ever more aptly named than the Robe of Useful Items. One of these in the party saves so much of a hassle in carrying random crap. With this thing, whatever you need is literally at your fingertips. Years ago, we were at the edge of a cliff. My wizard was out of spells. We had fought and fought, and we were going to get overrun. The barbarian and I were the only ones left. The barbarian jumped off the cliff knowing he could take the damage. I had no way to defeat I want to say it was 30 or 40 orcs that were coming. So yeah, I jumped off the cliff. And on the way down, I pulled a window off, stuck it on there, and grabbed the ledge. I made a dex check and a half to be able to do that. And I created a ledge to hang on to. Then I used the dagger as a piton, and I stuck it in there. And then I used the rope to tie to that and lower it so I could climb down. The barbarian was down there waiting on me, and I smacked him a good one for leaving me. But still, the robe of useful items will save your life. In another instance, we were in a narrow hallway, and a block was coming down the hallway, sliding. It was at an angle. The block was sliding down the hallway. It was going to crush us. And so I ran as close to this thing as possible on the way down, and I put the window there in the wall because it only goes 2 feet. And I jumped in there and hid. The block slid past, and I was able to get out on the other side and go. Yeah, this thing will save your life. A robe of useful items is, oh my God, useful, just like in the name. People get that and go, yeah, it's just a robe. Yeah, they pass it up. I don't. That's an awesome item. If you ever get one, hang on to it because they're very, very useful. I hope this finds everybody well. You folks have a good one. God bless one and all. We elect cookie-cutter politicians every single election cycle. Yes men who maintain the status quo and do just enough to make us believe the system still works. Imagine, if you will, a president who actually tries to fix things. If you like action, political intrigue, and a righteous crusade, check out my political thriller, The Righteous President.